I looked for love in friendships, in drugs. I was a drug addict since the age of 14. I went to rehab when I was 17. And I remember rehab, I would read my Bible and pray every day because I knew about Christ. I knew Christ. I was a Christian, but I just didn't have the supernatural. I didn't have the Holy Spirit. And I would pray to him and I would tell him, please, when I leave this place, don't let me go back. And I remember that the same day I left, I started everything again. There was a fear of God in me, but I still will find a way to go back to drugs, or what I did is I became an alcoholic because it made me feel like it wasn't as bad as drugs. The moment that I felt that that my life was a disaster, I was probably like 18 years old and I didn't have nowhere to live, and I became homeless. I went to have a witch doctor, and I wanted him to give me like a word. And then I remember when I went in there, I was just so uncomfortable the whole time. I knew I wasn't supposed to be there. I knew God didn't want me to be there. And he started talking to me, and he was like, you have a strong spirit. And he started giving me this word, and the word was accurate about my life. He told me about how I was sexually abused, and that when I was younger, they did witchcraft on me. I used to get high and go to a little corner alone and just talk to God about how much I wanted to change, but I was so bound. I knew someone that God had healed him from HIVs, and he was transformed. And he goes to me, look, go to this church. This church has helped me a lot. I came, and I remember that night I had an encounter with the supernatural Pastor Frank was speaking about. He was praying for people to be healed. It was something new to me. I never experienced to see that, to witness that. And I gave my life. It was a Friday night, and I was ready. My mentor spoke to me about a deliverance retreat. And I was desperate to go to one. And I went, and I will never forget that day. And that's when God began to deliver me from bitterness and rejection and everything that I've been through in life. I fell in love with deliverance. Like, I loved it. I didn't know that. I didn't know it even existed. And to me, I felt like I missed out on something in life. That's one of the miracles that I have seen in my life. In 2008, I was diagnosed with herpes, and then here I was healed. I am healed. And one of the things that they told me was I would never be able to give a natural birth. And I did. I gave birth in 2015 to my first son, and now I'm pregnant again. And both times they do tests. When you're pregnant, they do tests over and over again. And they have never, ever, ever found herpes again. Never, never, never. It's a documented testimony. Part of that, I was able to give birth to my son naturally. I'm gonna give birth to my daughter now naturally. My life completely changed. I'm a wife, I'm a leader in the church, I'm a deacon, I'm a house peace leader, I'm a mentor. And after 20 years in the world, God has transformed me, healed me, delivered me. He has completely changed my life.